Good afternoon. I just want to say thank you so much for this screening invitation. My name is Nancy Bonacore. I have 8 years teaching experience. I've taught children with all different ages, all different abilities in a self-contained class, 12 to 1, as well as inclusion. What makes me a unique and distinctive teacher is the time and effort that I put into building positive relationships with my students and parents. Me, as a mom of 2 children with special needs, I know firsthand the value of having a strong homeschool connection. I look to parents as partners with me so that together we can help their child be socially and emotionally prepared for their lifelong learning and any challenges that they may face, and also to become leaders. I have a great rapport with my students. I always get to know the students' passions, their interests, their abilities, that as well as their IEP goals and modifications. That helps me develop the lessons for them and helps me to meet their needs. What it is like to spend a day in my classroom. So the daily classroom environment that I strive for is to create one where students are actively engaged, they're working productively, and everyone is respecting one another. Students in my class work independently, they work in partnerships or in collaborative groups. The lesson and learning objectives are very clear, they are explained, they are posted up on a chart. One way I differentiate may be by giving the students leveled reading passages, by reteaching the lesson. Part of the process is maybe giving certain students graphic organizers or manipulatives to use. Students are given a choice in the end, what they want to do to demonstrate their understanding. As students are working, I'm gathering data through formal and informal assessments. I'm providing feedback to them. I take anecdotal notes to help me plan better for my next lesson. Students are constantly being praised in my classroom. They know they're cared for. They're having fun, but at the same time, they're challenged, and the learning is meaningful. Together, we all feel happy and accomplished. What would visiting educators learn by watching me teach? So visiting educators will learn that I am the type of teacher that dedicates a lot of time and thought into my classroom environment, the daily lessons, and most importantly to my students. They would learn that I genuinely care about my students' interests as well as the structures and resources that help them learn and work at their highest levels. They would learn that I am enthusiastic, passionate, and I believe that all students can learn. I set very high expectations for them. By watching me teach, educators would learn that I value collecting data to learn my next steps for my next lesson. They would see I differentiate my instruction based on individual student needs. They would see that I value respect for one another, as well as the social emotional growth of all my students. And finally, why would I want to be part of the Valley Stream District? So I want to be part of the Valley Stream District 13 community because I see how involved they are in the community and bettering their schools. I did some research and I saw that the Valley Stream District was involved in last year's Memorial Day Parade. They were also featured on the Today Show. The children went on talking about new emerging toys, and at the end, students went to the back for a tour. They got to learn about live broadcasting. I also see that the district invested many new security elements, such as cameras around the building, key cards, and visitor kiosks, where visitors have to scan their license in order to get in. I think that's great. They also invested in new classroom security doors, windows, as well as a new PA system with two-way communication. I love the emphasis on technology since it helps students explore new ideas. Each classroom has its own smartboard and laptops or desktop. Finally, I agree with the district's belief that all children can learn at high levels and they should be challenged. They should have a challenging learning experience. Teaching should be differentiated. Children should become lifelong learners as well as being very well prepared for their futures. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.